And that is exactly what I'm talking about. So when the person that is meant to be the captain of a ship does not really know the direction in which the ship is sailing to, then all of you on that ship, you are doomed. Hello, Nigerians. Should I say Happy Independence Day or just Independence Day? Nigeria is 64 years old. We had our independence in 1960. We are in 2024, so that's 64 years old. And 25 years of democracy since 1999 till now. And there are so much progress that would have been made if we have had the right leadership or the right people in government. But unfortunately, the people that we have had over the years are people that have come to take advantage of Nigeria and the Nigerian citizens. They have denied Nigerians all the goods of life. A lot has happened in Nigeria that you wonder why after 64 years, a country that is supposed to be giant of Africa is still the dwarf of Africa. Even in Africa, with all the resources that Nigeria has, so many countries can only dream of such resources. But today, even in Africa, we have countries that have surpassed Nigeria in so many ways. Not so long ago, between 1979 and 1982, I can remember the numbers of Ghanaians that were in Nigeria. I can remember at this time the numbers of Indian teachers, even French teachers from France in Nigeria. I can remember Indians in Nigeria teaching English, teaching maths, and all those things. This wasn't too long ago. But the main thing I want you to take home or understand is that Nigerian leaders, right from independence, apart from these few ones that you see behind me, most of them have lacked the knowledge. The unfortunate military intervention in 1966 is actually one of the things that crippled Nigeria. But you see, we can complain all we want. And if you look at what has been happening over the years, you will realize that Nigeria is just retrogressing all the time. But the leaders that we have doesn't seem to connect or don't even understand how to drive the country forward. If you listen to the speech of the president, Tinubu, you will understand the total disconnect from all he's saying and the reality on ground.
Thanks to the reform, our country attracted foreign direct investment worth more than $30 billion in the last year. As your president, I assure you that we are committed to finding sustainable solutions to alleviate the suffering of our citizens. Once again, I plead for your patience as the reforms we are implementing show positive signs, and we are beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
And that is exactly what I'm talking about. So when the person that is meant to be the captain of a ship does not really know the direction in which the ship is sailing to, then all of you on that ship, you are doomed. And this has been going on for a very long time. But the question I ask us, Nigerians, is that when are we going to wake up in order to stop these people from continuing to destroy the lives of Nigerians? When are we going to come out as a unit in order to stop these people from destroying the lives of Nigerians, the future of our children, and the unborn generations? You see, these people, as little as they are, that is as fearful as they can be. And all that is lacking is the Nigerian courage in order to face them and chase them out of this position of destruction. In the Bible, even in Genesis, you will understand that God made it very, very clear that you just don't get everything at free wheels. You have to work for something. Remember, God told Adam, you've got a garden there, Garden of Eden. You have to toil the soil, the land, anything that comes out of it, then it's for you to eat. God God has the capability to just make that garden beautiful, that nobody has to do anything. You can just go there and pluck the food and fruits that you need. But because God does not entertain laziness, he told Adam, you have to work. You have to toil the soil. But then whatever comes out of it, you are free to eat in order to get what to eat. We Nigerians are shouting, some Nigerians are shouting, we want Biafra. You expect God to just throw Biafra into your palms. Some of us are shouting Yoruba Nation. You expect God to just throw Yoruba Nation into your palms. And those that are shouting one Nigeria, you expect God to throw one Nigeria into your palms. It's not going to happen. Everything in this world, you have to fight for it. Right from Adam till today, everyone that has come on this earth had to do something in order to provide for himself and his family. So nothing is going to fall into our laps without working for it. And I've said it in some of my videos. These leaders that we have, they have had the opportunity to fix Nigeria. But unfortunately, they have seized those opportunities in order to fix their own self and their family. It is now down to you and I to take this country back. And how do we do it? I have always said it. It can only work in two ways. Today is 1st of October. It's supposed to be a happy Independence Day. If you are in your 40s, 50s, I'm sure you will remember those good old days when we used to have Independence Day, and you'll be so excited to leave home in the morning because you will go to the race course and you will see different students, different attires, teachers, everybody so happy. At that time, there was hope. But what was happening at that time is the remnant of what the British did for Nigeria. Not because the Nigerian leaders that we have, any one of them had ever had the competence to move Nigeria to where it needs to be. No, but the remnant of the British. And gradually, those remnants continue to face off. Electricity face off. Good road face off. Food so expensive. Farmers don't go to farm. Insecurity everywhere. And this is the little things that people you call leaders should be able to put in place. But what we have in Nigeria, they are not leaders. They are ruiners. And if you have been watching my videos, what I'm saying to you today is very simple. The only way to get Nigeria back is for we Nigerians to revolt, a monster revolution. I've always said it. And it's very simple. The leaders that we have in Nigeria are ready to make sure that revolution never happens. And my blueprint for this revolution is what I've been explaining on my videos. We can either elect somebody in that we know understands that this country is not working and it really needs complete overhauling right from the grassroots. Or we go on the streets and revolt in order to chase these people out and then decide how we want to take our country forward. But unfortunately, because of the kind of people we have in government and the fear and the kind of people that are Nigerians that have not built on the courage in order to face these demons, these monsters that are killing their futures and the future of their own children. And that makes revolution something that is almost impossible. Which brings me to the other revolution that I believe is the possible one. And that is for us to this same electoral system, even though as flawed as it is, and as criminals as those that are in charge of it, all we need to do is to give them that opportunity to mess things up. But how can you give them opportunity to mess things up when you are not ready yourself? And that is why I always say we Nigerians have to be ready in order to take Nigeria from the hands of these people that are destroying it. How do we get ready? Get your PVC. This is the one way that they believe or they always say that we should go and get ready. That some people have been elected or selected and they are in charge now. So we should wait for next election. That next election is what I want us to work on. That is the blueprint. Get your PVC. Let us come out in our numbers. All the candidates I'm saying now, if you put Atiku, Peter Obi, and Tinubu, I have not seen that Messiah that can take Nigeria out of the situation that we are in. But I see someone that can alleviate and makes the Nigerian lives, the lives of the Nigerian people, a lot better. Someone who has got the IQ in order to at least push Nigeria to somewhere. But unfortunately, that person, I doubt if he's going to have the chance to be the president of that country. And I'm talking about Peter Obi. As nice as Peter Obi is, Nigeria has gone beyond anyone being nice. But one thing that I'm 100% sure about, Nigeria wouldn't have been in the situation that we are in today if someone like Peter Obi had gotten to power. But one thing I also want to say today is that whether Peter Obi, whether Labour Party they are making a big mistake. Because for you, anyone to be the president of Nigeria, you will have to walk with the North. Have you noticed any time the Labour Party are doing their rallies or whatever, how many Northerners do you see in these rallies? How many Northerners do you see in these meetings? And until that happens, Peter Obi will not go anywhere. Peter Obi as a person, he's the most competent among the last three competitors. But unfortunately, Peter Obi needs to make sure that key Northerners are part of his team. I'm not talking about one or two Northerners that nobody recognizes. If Peter Obi is coming under PDP, PDP is already an established party all over the country, then I wouldn't have any fear about Peter Obi becoming the president of Nigeria under PDP. But unfortunately, what happens. And why did that happen? Is the same thing that I talk about all the time. Ethnicity. Because why would Atiku not follow the same constitution that they have all been following all these years? The next leader should come from the south. And all of a sudden, we are coming out to say anybody can contest. If Peter Obi had gone under PDP, today Peter Obi would have been the president of Nigeria. No doubt about it. Because APC of Buhari has destroyed everything. No matter the amount of rigging they want to rig, the votes of Peter Obi as a PDP person would have tripled that of APC. If we can unite, and on this day of election, whether it's 2027, whether it's 2031, unite, get our PVC, and vote someone that we believe at least will. I'm not saying anybody can solve Nigeria's problem, but at least some people are better than some. The only thing that can solve Nigeria's problem is that revolution. A revolution that will chase the current people out of their seats. And then we can then decide, build a new constitution that will make sure that any leadership position is right at the bottom. That any ones that want to be part of this leadership position will have to be someone that really wants to work for Nigeria. Because what is there will not be what you killing for. And that is where we need to get Nigeria before we can start talking about progression. Today we are talking about insecurity in the north. For how long has this insecurity been going on? Ordinary electricity. Nigerian government, for the past 25 years of democracy, we cannot even provide 18 hours of electricity. As good as Nigerians are, as inventive as Nigerians are, these leaders have made sure that they brought everybody to the barest minimum. Those that have knowledge and those that don't have knowledge have all become the same. And we continue to look at this government and pretend all is fine. It will get to a stage, even ordinary Gary, we will not be able to purchase. People are dying on a daily basis. And the government is coming out on a daily basis to tell you that they are doing something and changes are beginning to happen. Dollars have gone up from 450 to 1,005, and you are telling us that things are improving. Petrol has gone from 200 to 1,002, and you are telling us that things are improving. For how long do you think you can continue to deceive yourself and telling Nigerians that they should be patient, and after a while, things are going to get better? If you are telling me to be patient, I need to see your blueprint on what you are doing that will make me to be patient. And then I know in the next 1 year, that thing you are doing will materialize and things will begin to change. I did not see this APC government, despite being there for over nearly 10 years. Buhari was there for 8 years. People suffered. No progression. Everything retrogressed. Tinubu came in and the same problem tripled. And you are telling Nigerians to be patient. We are not seeing that the insecurity has been dealt with. People have gone into farm, and we are seeing pictures of farmers growing things. We are not seeing you importing tractors from abroad and these tractors being taken to farms for it to tell us that in the next 1 year, food are going to be cheap. You are telling us to be patient. We have 4 refineries. It's not that 2 of them have started working. If out of the 4, 2 have started working, and you are telling us to be patient, yes, we can be patient because we can see that something is happening. People are in prison from NSAS up to as we speak. Those from End Bad Governance have been added to those ones. And up till today, in Tinubu's speech, to say all those people that have been jailed from NSAS till now, today as Independence Day, we set you free. So what is the happiness and what is the joy of being a Nigerian? And what is that happiness on our 64th year of independence? It is a shame that we are still where we are. In fact, if we are where we are, it would have been better. We are worse than 2 years ago. APC government talk about PDP. I'm sure Nigerians will be happy to go back to the era of PDP. I'm not saying PDP has done anything special, but I'm saying where we are today, they will be happy to go back to that time. The North has always been a part of Nigeria that lives on indirect rule. So for you to become the president of Nigeria, whoever you are, from the South, if you don't include the North, you are wasting your time. So Peter Obi, if you are still nursing the idea of being the president of Nigeria in 2027, which is very, very possible with this abysmal performance of APC, all you need to do is get the key people in the North. And Labour Party is not the party that will take you to that destination without keying to the people of the North. All these meetings, all these rallies that you have, that the whole pictures of all the people in there, you hardly see 1 or 2 Northerners. That need to change. Nigeria is not a country that can be ruled by one part of the country. There has to be a merger. If you had merged with somebody in the north, then that is a possibility. But for as long as that is not happening, forget it. And it's as simple as that. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video. Like I said, the only thing that can get us out of this problem is a big monster revolution. But the Nigerian leaders will not allow that monster revolution to happen. So let's take that opportunity of that once every 4 years and build this monster revolution. Let us beat them in their own game. Let us give them a taste of their own medicine. So if you haven't got your PVC, that weapon that you need, that gun that the government has, your own gun is your PVC. I will not stop saying this. Nigerian government will not allow you to revolt, but we can revolt through our PVC. We need to take these people out. And it is very, very possible. I'll see you on my next video.